No more dry chicken breasts. Welcome back. Today is your day because if you've been having problems with dry chicken breasts, or you just can't get it right, or it's just brittle and not flavorful or moist, today is your day. We are going to do a Southwest French inspired recipe, and at the same time we're going to solve your problem of dry chicken breasts. Welcome back. We're going to go right into the recipe right now. We have right here chicken breasts that I've already cut. So what you want to do is go to the local supermarket, get your chicken breast, and when your chicken breast is going to be thick, if it is thick, we teach you to cut it, half it, you get more pieces for your family. You want to brine it, a dry brine. What is a dry brine? A dry brine is dry sea salt, coarse sea salt, that of course when you prep this, cut it, you want to wash it and clean it, okay? Pat it dry, and then you want to sea salt this, sea salt right over it, get it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes or more, overnight, even better. So a dry brine in essence is when the dry sea salt touches the moist chicken breast, and when it's in a refrigerator, that chemistry is coming together. Your dry sea salt, your wet moist chicken breast is coming together. It's automatically going to mix and become a brine. So that's what a dry brine is. And during the holidays and Thanksgiving, you have a wet brine. So you know the difference of a wet brine is essentially water, sea salt, whatever aromatics that you have. That's a wet brine, okay? Today is a dry brine, okay? So now we're gonna go straight into this saute pan. And you wanna have this heated. And a lot of people struggle. Okay, they struggle as I'm holding this up. This chicken breast was much thicker than this. So what I've done is took my knife, a very sharp knife, and you just want to cut. And you can go against the grain, so you're cutting the fibers. And the reason why that we salt this, okay, in advance, the reason why we salt this in advance is because the salt will penetrate, okay? It's going to brine it, flavor it. It's going to penetrate and break down the fibers. Not only that, it is going to tenderize it, flavor it, and pull the moisture out. You want the moisture out of this, okay? So that's the importance that we teach you on this show, is to salt. You want to salt it, and at the same time of salting it, you're brining, you're tenderizing, you're flavoring, you're pulling out the moisture. Huge benefit. So okay, let's go right in. Salt is on the chicken. High quality extra virgin olive oil is in. We are going on the fly right now. You can hear that sear. You get the chicken breast down. Okay, so with the chicken breast, oftentimes, as the previous episodes, as we teach you to pretty much temp the meat. So you want to get this seared, and then from its being seared, you want to temp it, and you want an internal temperature to be 155 degrees. When it is at that temperature of 155 degrees, we're going to pull it off, let it rest. And what did we teach you on the other episode? When your protein rests, the temperature will go up an additional 5 to 7 degrees. That's what happens. So we're going to change the gloves here, and we're going to continue. And this will actually solve the dry chicken, the dry protein, okay? And that is going to end it. You have to have this. This is a secret weapon to temp, as we emphasize on every show. Okay, so as this is searing, this is pan searing, you don't want to move it. It's getting and creating the Maillard reaction. It's creating the crust, okay? And it's been pounded. So when you clean it, you cut it in half, get more pieces, you salt it, right? You get some clear wrap. Okay, you lay it out on your cutting surface, the cutting board, and you just lightly tap it and pound it. Each piece should be the same thickness, the same level of thickness, so it can cook evenly and you won't have any issues with uneven cooking surfaces in your protein. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is move it. Yeah, it can move. So that's the correct sear right there. See the color? You want color on this, and that is an indication that we are moving in the right direction. All right, so right there, you want a really good high quality olive oil, and that's important because it can handle the heat, and it's a really high smoking point to where you're going to get a good sear. You don't want the heat crazy on this. This is about medium high. It's a medium high, so you want to do that. And you're looking for color. You're looking for color, and once the color gets there, you want to make sure that you temp it from that point on. You don't need to move it around. You don't need to do any of that. Okay? So now, some ingredients, if we have time today. This is a candy apple Hawaiian banana. We're going to try to squeeze in this episode a very nutritional smoothie that's high in magnesium, high in fiber, packed with nutrients. We're going to try to get that in here. But some ingredients, of course, the chicken breast. We got some julienne cut red pepper. We have thyme, sprigs of thyme. We got some shallots. We have garlic, butter. We have some softened butter here, a little bit of heavy cream, sun-dried tomatoes, and we're going to go with spaghettini. What's spaghettini? Spaghetti. Okay. Coarse pepper, and we got some little bit of Italian herb here. So this is a Southwest French Italian mix, if you will. It's that type of vibe going. So I hope everybody's doing well. This will easily fix and solve the dry, tasteless chicken. Okay, so we're going to start to temp this right now. Now we're going to get this at the fattest part of the protein, as we teach you. Do not go all the way in. It's at 155 and climbing. This is ready. See how fast that is? That piece is ready. Let's do another one. Let's get another piece going. See that? Doesn't take long to cook. We're going to get it down in the saute pan. Bump the heat up a little bit more. And I'm going to hold this up for you. See how that piece is perfectly cut with the knife? Because when you buy chicken breast, it is super thick. It's very difficult and hard to cook that chicken breast like that. Now you can go inside of an oven. That's fine, but I find it much easier and more convenient. It's just to cut them even, slightly pound them so they cook evenly. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to cook. Okay, so that's the importance. We're building the Maillard reaction at the bottom. We're letting things sear as it need to be. We're building flavor inside of this pan because everything is going to be assembled inside of this saute pan. Okay. We're almost there. Got a little bit of smoke going on. Okay. Yeah, that's when you can lift the breast like that. That means it is properly seared. If it's sticking to the saute pan, it's not ready. So you want to slightly move it. And if it's hard to move the chicken breast, if it's hard to lift it, it's not ready. Let it do its magic. Let it sear. Okay. We got a little bit of smoke going on in the house, but that's okay. That means that we are cooking. All right? Now, that means that we are cooking. So we're going to go in with some stock. We're going to create a sauce, and we're going to build a sauce from this olive oil and flavoring down in here. See how it lifts like that? See how that lifts? That means it's working. That means it's searing properly. The juices are going and flowing inside. It's not going to be dry because this was pulled at 155 degrees. It's resting right now. Okay. Now that's a good thing. That's a very, very key, important component there. Okay. Just go in there. Now let's go ahead and temp. And when you temp, You want to make sure it's set on Fahrenheit and not Celsius to get the accurate, proper reading. We're going to go inside, and this is how you ensure and make sure your chicken breast is not dry and tasteless. Okay, now let's go inside of the fattest part of the protein. It's climbing, 123, not there yet. 136, it's moving. We're going to give this another minute or so, about another minute and a half or 2 minutes, and this will be ready. Look at the color. See the color? You're building color, you're building fond, F-O-N-D, inside of the pan. That is flavor. That's what you want. That is what needs to happen. Okay? Now, for those of you that are visiting and you're new to the channel for the first time, we welcome you. And make sure you check the other videos we have. Thank you for joining our community. Check the other videos that we have. There's some really cool, important recipes there. And we're glad you stopped and visited Salt and Straw today. Now, this is 155. Okay? We pulled that off. See how quick that happened? See the color? We're moving on. Now, we are going to lower the temperature just a bit. We're lowering the temperature right now, and now we're going to go ahead and build the sauce. And we're going to wrap this up. Okay, so we have here our pasta. As we teach you, the pasta has already been pre-cooked. And we're going with a spaghettini, a spaghetti. Okay, we cooked this already. Extra virgin olive oil is in here. We heavily salted this. We tasted this already, as we teach you to taste and go as you cook. Go along and taste and adjust your seasonings and make sure it is to your advantage, to your liking. Okay, now we're going to go in with just a little bit more of olive oil. As we have the scrapings in there, we're going to scrape that up, get some extra flavor. We get the heat down, so we're going to go in with the shallots right on the fly. We'll be sure to have the ingredients listed below. We're going to go with garlic, and you want to move pretty quickly on this because you don't want at all the garlic to burn. Because garlic can quickly burn. You just want to open up the aromatics and the flavor of the garlic. And as soon as you can smell the garlic, as we can right now, we're going to deglaze. Deglaze, what is deglaze? Deglaze is going in with a white cooking style wine or whatever you choose to deglaze with. That's fine, you can do that. Okay, so we're going to use a white cooking wine, and at the same time we're picking up all of that wonderful flavor, and we're scraping the drippings, and we're in the onions, the shallots rather, and the garlic is picking up all of that flavor. Now, here we go. Bingo, it's time. Deglaze. This is the white cooking style wine. There's 0 alcohol in this, and we're going to just kick the heat up just a little bit, and then we're going to deglaze and get our sauce assembled. That is the white wine that's going in, the white cooking wine. A fair amount, because you want to make sure that you're creating a sauce. Okay, kind of move it just like that. We're going to go in with some pepper. Okay, that Italian herb. And you can smell the onion, the shallots, the white wine, the white cooking style wine, and we're going to go in with butter. Butter is a good thing. This is the sauce for the chicken, and it's going to flavor and have, this sauce is going to be with your spaghetti as well. Okay, look at that, it smells great. So you got the salt, shallots, garlic, wine, butter. You got all of that in here. What are we going to do now? Now we are going to go ahead and drop 2 sprigs of this dry, fresh thyme. We're going to go in with that thyme. We're going to lower the temperature just a hair. We're going to add this roasted chicken stock. This is coming out to be a beautiful sauce. You just want a little bit. Okay. And you want this at about medium high, splash of cream. This is how I do it. A little bit of cream, sun-dried tomatoes. We will be sure to have all ingredients listed below. Okay, now we're gonna bump the heat up and get this simmering. We want to reduce this by half. Okay, and this is going to be the sauce for our chicken, and this is going to be the sauce for our spaghetti. Overall, the entire dish. It's a very beautiful, silky smooth, buttery type of sauce that's very aromatic, that Southwest French inspired. I just put my own twist on it. We put the salt and stride twist on it. That's what we do. We don't do the average. We go out of the box, so to speak. Okay, now I like to go in with just a little bit of this sweet red pepper and let this cook until it just get tender. Okay, it's going to reduce by half. So we're going to crank up that heat right now just to reduce this by half. And this is the emotion. The emotion is velvet. It's the sauce is thickening. It's getting creamy. It's getting thick. It's getting smooth. So it's going to coat the pasta, and it's going to be a beautiful sauce that's going to go over and complement the chicken. So the emotion is happening right here. You have the umami flavor that's going on. We're going to move this and put this raw chicken up, and we're going to change our gloves. And chefs, as we call you, create, have fun, elevate food, flavors, feast. You want to make sure you have sanitized rags or sanitized water. I have a sink right here, and I have my sanitation water in here because we're dealing with proteins. We teach you safety protocols. We teach you how to clean and be safe at the same time as we elevate food flavors and have fun. So this is a sanitation water that I have here in the sink. It's a bucket, and I make sure that I sanitize when I'm handling chicken and different proteins. Okay, you want to make sure you do that and be mindful of that. Okay, just gonna rinse off the tongues here. Sanitize those, keep everything clean. We're wrapping this up, we're bringing it home. We're going to change our gloves, and we are going to wrap this episode up. All right, we're gonna change our gloves. Bear with me a minute. And feel free to comment down below. Let us know again how we can help you on this show. We are so happy to have you and have our growing community. And we're happy and inspired, very inspired, to create and do whatever we can for you. And this is just in addition to where, you know what, you don't need to have boring food. You don't need to have something that's hard or strenuous that you have to figure out how to cook and figure out complex problems. We make this show very easy for you, easy for you to understand. Just a little bit more cream. It's going to go in. I'm going to take this lemon, because we're wrapping it up, and we got the sun-dried tomatoes in, the fresh thyme, the heavy cream, the butter, the garlic, the salt. We're just adding a few drops of this freshly squeezed lemon in there. Okay, now we're going to go in with the pasta that we already salted. Okay, and we reserved a little bit of this pasta water, so we're going to add just a little bit of the pasta water just to help out the sauce, because it has starch in it. Just a little bit, just like that. You want to eyeball it, you want to just control it, and just go from there. Now you can add more as we're turning the heat down. We're going to remove the sprigs of thyme. Okay, it did its job. We're going to remove that. Okay, and basically the starch from the noodles is going to help and complement the butter, and it's going to help out the sauce. So here, We got enough noodles there. We have enough pasta. That's there. Just kind of toss it around. Lower the temperature. Okay. So you don't want it too saucy, but at the same time, you want the sauce to be thick. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is help the situation out. If it gets too dry, or if the sauce reduces too much, go ahead and add a little bit more of that pasta water. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, we already salted the pasta. There's no reason to drop salt in here. And make sure that thyme is out. This is done. We're plating. I'm going to hold this up. This looks fantastic. Smells wonderful in here. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that Italian herb in there. Beautiful. This is so beautiful. Easy for you to do. We're going to stir this up. We're just gonna toss it like that. Look at that. This is, I have to put this up here so it silences this. So you got sun-dried tomatoes. You got your beautiful julienne cut peppers, red sweet peppers that's been cut. You have your heavy cream, garlic, butter, shallots, salt, pepper, all inside with that nice squeezed lemon juice. And the more you turn this, the more the pasta just gets creamier and creamier. Okay, we're plating. We're gonna do some plate wiping here. I'll clean up a little bit. Now, I'll take a different one. Clean up this plate. This was easy. Now, watch the plating part. We're just gonna go right in the center. We're gonna pull it out and just go right in the center. Look at that. Look at the color on that. Smells amazing. We will be sure to have the ingredients of today's episode down below. Today's episode is no more dry chicken. We didn't want to do a boring style of chicken. We just wanted to give you something extra, a recipe in addition to the cooking process and properly of how to cook the chicken. So I'm going to go right in this cutting board, and we are going to cut just a few slices. Cut at an angle. Okay. We're going to plate this, and we're done. We're going to go in the center just like that. I'm going to hold a piece of that. Look at that chicken breast. We poured it at 155, and this chicken breast rested because the temperature rose up ideally overall by letting it rest for 5 to 7 minutes. It reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees because it's still cooking inside. We did not overcook it. You can see the juices glistening off that. Okay, now I am going to taste this, okay? Because we have the sauce already in, and I'm going to hold this up and show you. The sauce is already, see the sauce as I'm pulling that back? That's what you're going to dip your chicken in. This smells really incredible. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut. We're going to cut this. Perfect. The chicken, is perfectly cooked, super tender, super juicy. That excellent. Super juicy, super tender. Look at the sauce. One more bite before I let you go. Okay. See? This meal is, you have the sauce already there. Wow. Excuse me. You taste every ingredient. The butter, the thyme, the sun-dried tomato, julienne cut peppers, the garlic, the shallots, the white wine. Everything is here. And if we forgot to taste this pasta. Mm. 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 Excellent. Excellent. Okay. This has been a pleasure. We appreciate your time. Do yourself a favor and watch the other previous videos. For those of you that are new, we will be sure to have all ingredients listed below. And look at that. That is the juice. That's how juicy that this chicken breast is. You can see the juices right there. I'm gonna just pour it. That's just a demonstration right there, and just proof to show you that you're going to end your dry chicken breast.